Sarah, a bright and hopeful 20-year-old, found solace in the digital world. Social media was her escape, a place where she could be herself, or at least the self she wanted to be. Posting selfies, sharing her thoughts, and connecting with friends brought a sense of belonging. Likes and comments fueled her need for validation, a common desire in the age of digital affirmation. Growing up in a generation glued to their devices, Sarah, like many others, craved the instant gratification and connection that social media offered. It was a world of curated realities, where everyone seemed to be living their best lives. Little did she know, this digital haven would soon turn into a nightmare. The allure of online popularity was strong. Sarah found herself constantly seeking ways to increase her followers and likes. The number of notifications became a measure of her social currency, a validation of her worth. It was a dangerous game, one that she was unwittingly playing. One fateful evening, amidst the flurry of notifications, a message popped up. It was from a stranger, a handsome young man named Ethan. He complimented her profile, her wit, her beauty.
Flattered and intrigued, I responded.
Thus began their online exchange, hours spent chatting, sharing secrets, building a connection. Ethan was everything Sarah had ever wanted. He was charming, attentive, and seemed genuinely interested in her life. They shared similar interests, dreams, and aspirations. He filled a void in her life, a void she hadn't even realized existed. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Their online relationship blossomed. Ethan was always there, a constant presence in her digital world. He showered her with compliments, making her feel special, loved.
I found myself falling for him, my heart entangled in the web of our digital connection.
However, there were red flags, subtle hints that something wasn't quite right. Ethan was always evasive about his personal life, avoiding video calls and face-to-face interactions.
But blinded by my infatuation, I chose to ignore them.
Sarah, caught in the whirlwind of her online romance, started sharing more and more with Ethan. Personal information, private photos, intimate details of her life, everything was laid bare in their digital conversations. She trusted him implicitly, believing him to be her soulmate, her confidant.
Share with me, open up, I promise you can trust me.
He made her feel safe, understood. He painted a picture of a future together, a future filled with love and happiness.
Intoxicated by his words, his promises, I believed him wholeheartedly.
Then came the requests, subtle at first, then increasingly demanding. Ethan needed money, he claimed, for an emergency, a medical bill, a family crisis.
Blinded by my love and concern, I didn't hesitate. I sent him money again and again, emptying my savings, borrowing from friends, all for the man I believed loved me.
But Ethan's demands didn't stop there. He started pressuring her for more compromising photos, threatening to share their private conversations if she refused.
The once charming and loving boyfriend had turned into a manipulative and controlling stranger.
Fear and panic set in.
I realized I had made a terrible mistake. The man I had fallen in love with, the man I had trusted with my heart, my secrets, my money, was not who he claimed to be. I had been deceived, manipulated, exploited.
The weight of her situation crashed down upon her. She felt ashamed, violated, and utterly alone. The digital world, once her escape, now felt like a prison, a constant reminder of her naivety and the devastating consequences of her actions.
I tried to break free, to cut off all contact with Ethan, but he had me trapped. He threatened to expose me, to share my private photos and messages with my friends, my family, the world. He had turned my own vulnerability against me, using my secrets as weapons to control and manipulate me.
The once vibrant and outgoing young woman was now a shadow of her former self. She isolated herself from her friends and family, consumed by fear and shame. The emotional toll was immense. Her self-esteem plummeted, replaced by self-doubt and a crippling fear of judgment. Sarah's story, though fictional, is a stark reminder of the potential dangers lurking in the digital world. It highlights the importance of online safety, of being cautious, discerning, and protective of our personal information and our hearts. The internet, with its vast reach and anonymity, can be a breeding ground for deception and manipulation. It's crucial to remember that not everyone online is who they claim to be. Building trust takes time, and it's essential to be wary of those who seem too good to be true, especially those who are quick to profess their love and devotion. Here are some essential tips for navigating the digital world safely. Be mindful of what you share online. Avoid sharing personal information that could be used to identify or locate you. Be cautious of strangers online. Don't engage in conversations with people you don't know and trust. Never send money to someone you haven't met in person, no matter how convincing their story may seem. Be wary of requests for compromising photos or videos. Remember, once something is shared online, it can be difficult to control its spread. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't hesitate to block or report suspicious accounts. If you or someone you know has been a victim of online manipulation or abuse, remember that you are not alone. There are resources available to help. Reach out to a trusted friend, family member, or a professional organization specializing in online safety and support. The National Sexual Assault Hotline is available 24/7 at 800-656-4673. You are not alone.